Welcome back. I'm Kaylee Mizell taking you inside Pump Jacks Nation and around the TCL. The Pump Jacks had just 4 games this week as the All-Star Game took place at historic Driller Park Tuesday. The Jacks stars shined during the game with Matthew Dickey and Ty Marlowe leading the East squad. Ty Marlowe won the game MVP award for his effort at the plate and on the mound. He went 3 for 5 with 2 runs batted in, as well as tossing a 1-2-3 inning on the mound, collecting a pair of strikeouts. The Pump Jacks started their week off at Victoria, dropping the series with scores of 3-0 and 9-8. In Friday's game, the Jacks were down by 5, entering the top of the 9th inning against Victoria All-Star closer Caleb Keith, but fought back to tie the game at 8 on Garrick McMullen's 3-run bomb, with the Jacks down to their final strike. However, the Jacks could not complete the comeback as Victoria scored in the bottom of the 9th to win the game. The Jacks then made their way home Saturday, where they found themselves down, but for the second night in a row, the Jacks clawed back thanks to Mitch Meyer and once again, Garrick McMullen, who went a combined 7 for 10 with 5 runs batted in and 2 runs scored, helping to erase the 4-run deficit. In his first home game as head coach, Nate Leeser put Matthew Dickey into pinch hit to start off the bottom of the 10th inning. Dickey singled up the middle, and both Garrick McMullen and Mitch Meyer followed with singles of their own to load the bases for the Jacks with nobody out, bringing up Oregon State's Nate Esposito. Esposito, who had been 0 for 4 on the night, hit the first pitch he saw and drove it into the right center field gap, bringing in Dickey and the winning run, giving the Jacks the 6-5 victory. The next night, game turned into a battle on the mound as Bryce Rutherford from the Bombers and Riley Toller from the Jacks had impressive outings. Toller stranded 6 bombers through as many innings, and Rutherford pitched 8 shutout innings for the Bombers. The Bombers won that game 2-0.
This week's Warstick TCL Player of the Week goes to Jace Reese of the Victoria Generals. A relative newcomer to the Generals, Reese made his presence known in a week shortened by the TCL All-Star Game. He batted .429 in 3 games and helped lead the Generals to a perfect week with a pair of home runs. He drove in 6 runs and scored 3 more while slugging .857 on the week. The crown for this week's Warstick TCL Pitcher of the Week goes to Nick Zonbrecker of the Acadiana Cane Cutters. In a short week that was long on standout pitcher performances, Zonbrecker stood above the rest to earn Acadiana its 2nd straight Warstick TCL Pitcher of the Week award. Taking on the Woodland Strikers on July 12th, the freshman pitched a complete game shutout, the first one of the season for the Cutters. He allowed just 4 hits and 2 walks while striking out a season-high 5 in his 9 innings of work.
We are 1/5 of the way through the second half of the TCL season, and the Cane Cutters have stormed out of the gate, winning 7 of their first 8 and sit atop of the TCL with a 7-1 record. The Bombers sit alone in second with a 5-3 mark, while both Victoria Generals and the Texas Marshals sit tied for third with an even 4-4. Your East Texas Pump Jacks are 2 games out of the final playoff spot with a 5-3 record, while the Woodland Strikers have stumbled out of the blocks in the second half, losing 7 of their first 8 games to place them in dead last. And now it's time for the Pump Jacks Nation. Name this squirt. This little man isn't so little anymore, and he's now one of your 2013 Pump Jacks. Try to guess who he is by commenting on our Facebook page or tweeting at us. Here's a few hints to help you out. This Pump Jack loves to be active, and he's also fairly competitive. He even tried to kill a crab with his bare hands on a family vacation to the Florida Keys. So try to guess who this little fella is and name this squirt. The Pump Jacks start the week off down at Victoria for 2 games before returning home Thursday night on Thirsty Thursday to battle against the Acadiana Cane Cutters. You can get dollar draft beers and 50-cent soft drinks. Then on Friday night's game, it's Fireworks Friday, presented by CBS 19. Come out for a post-game fireworks spectacular. Saturday and Sunday, the Jacks host the Generals. Saturday night is our very first Aflac night, where we'll be giving away 300 Aflac Talking Mini Ducks, and there will be a memorabilia raffle for charity. Check with your local Aflac representative for a chance to receive free tickets to the game. We finished the week with another Sunday Fun Day presented by TheGhostSpot.com. Adults can enjoy a frozen margarita or Bud Light Strawberita for just $2.50, or grab some chips and salsa for only $2.50. Be sure to like us on Facebook at East Texas Pump Jacks and follow us on Twitter at ETPJ. There you can find the latest stories, game recaps, interviews, and more. Until next time, Pump Jacks Nation, I'm Kaylee Mizell.